Family, you know what it is. Finally, Thursday night has come back. Pull up a Zoom box, grab a microphone, and get comfortable. It's about to go down. Yeah. Good morning, good evening, and welcome to the online open mic presented by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Café. I'm your host. My name is Elemen2al. Happy Thursday. This is the jump off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know what it is, because we do it every Thursday. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. If you're watching on one of these streams, we truly appreciate you. All of that energy does come through. And you would like to join us in the Zoom, the number's on your screen, 977-539-856. Jump in and join the greatest community in the world. I don't know why I say that. They're going to show you this evening. Trust and believe. We do this week after week thanks to some dedicated folks who pay these bills. All right, so we would like to thank the Howard Gilman Foundation, the Poetry Foundation, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs and Education of America for hosting these events. You can add your energy to the mix with a tax-deductible donation by going to nuyorican.org/contribute. Make sure you are plugging in with the dopest tech in the Zoom burst. The one and only Ron Mark Thompson, a.k.a. RMT. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. Zach has dope. This is where you can find me, Elemen2al.com. Take out the T, put in the number 2, Elemen2al.com. So much going on. Man, truly, so much going on. Tonight's theme, amplifier. All the way up. I'm talking about shattering windows all the way up. What does it mean to be an amplifier, right? What does it mean to rattle cages? What does it mean to rattle bones with your words? What gets you turned all the way up, right? What makes you just gotta crank it, right? That's what I'm looking for. Listen, your art does not have to be on theme to rock with us this evening. All right, we are still looking forward to every ounce of energy you are willing and going to share with us. All right, next week's theme, write your story. The life of Pi. What we know about Pi is still going, right? I don't know if anyone knows what number they've calculated Pi up to at this point. But it continues, right? The life of Pi, right? Wait a minute. Is it might actually be on Pi. I think it's on 314, right? So that's what we're going to look at next week. Writing your story is about the continuation, right? It started out as one thing, and now it's become something so much more. So write your story, all right? Let's get to the rules so we can get to the artistry. Artists, turn your cameras on. We are trying to simulate a live stage as much as possible. Plus, we want to see all of the beautiful exuberance that goes into your performance. All right, so turn your cameras on. Have your art ready. All right, you're using music, totally cool. Make sure you have your original sound on. I believe it's on this side, right? Make sure you have that original sound for musicians on so we can hear all of your artwork, whether it's, strumming and singing or both. We want to hear all of it, all right? And make sure it's original music. We don't want the agents of the interweb interfering with our stream in any way. So make sure you're playing original music and original sound, all right? Also, make sure you are changing your Zoom name to coincide with how you want people to connect with you, either before you rip or after. Make sure you are plugging your information into the chat so folks can follow you, all right? It's about community, and that's what we're here to do. We will continue to do just that. Artists, you got 3 minutes to rock, all right? Please keep in mind that there are people that are down on the list that want to rock too, all right? So keep your pieces to 3 minutes, all right? 30-second intro and get down. We have reached night 30 for the babies, folks. There are some explicit lyricists in our community, and they came to get down. Some of them may even trigger some flashbacks, all right? But the founders of our cafe were major proponents on the freedom of speech, and we will make sure it maintains in the vein of everything we do. Therefore, there is no censorship other than any hate speech or any ism that people may use to manipulate, which will not, I said, not be tolerated. There's no censorship. Poetry, comedy, music is a living, breathing trigger warning. Thou hast been warned, all right? This is a true call and response space. After the artists get up here and share a part of who they truly are with us, you will see this pop up on your screen. This is when you get a chance to share all of that energy, all of that exuberance with the community. Listen, don't worry about the noise, y'all. It's the rowdiest night of the week anyway. So share that energy. All that energy will be returned to you in the performance of the artist this evening. Trust and believe. The guaranteed list tonight is closed. Sign up begins Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, to sign up, you go to Nuyorican.org. You click on full events calendar. You click on a Thursday that you want to get down on, and you need this artist RSVP ticket. It's the only way you're getting on the guaranteed list, and they don't populate until 24 hours before the show. All right. If you're in the tri-state area, make sure you are plugging in with the Nuyorican Bowery Slam, right? Last one was hosted by Matthew Model Keys. Shout out Storm Lake in the building. That cat's amazing. Trust, that cat's amazing. Also, the open mic at the Lower East Side Center, hosted by Soul Preem. That's another amazing cat. Whew, telling you, the teen open mic is coming. Really, plug in the younger generation. All right, plug in the younger generation so they can be prepared to carry it when we pass it off. All right. So make sure you are plugging in the next generation. Also, Final Fridays, hosted by Tony McPherson. This cat's all kind of incredible. If you can fall through, make sure you do. All right. Tonight's list. Look at all these incredible poets came to get down and share their artistry with us. So let's get to it, folks. There's all my rowdy friends here on Thursday night. What's good people? Oh, I look forward to seeing y'all every week. Hope everyone has been well. Hope everyone has brought their energy to get down this evening. I see the usual suspects in the building. We're going to get to them. So let's get to it. Setting us off this evening. This guy, listen, I've been rocking with this cat for some years now. And every chance he gets, he drops a rhyme in a line or two or three or four, and you guaranteed to get some more with this dude. Believe it. The one and only Eddie Foreman in the building, setting us off this evening. Let these folks know how they can connect with you, man. It's always great to see you. Come on, set it off.
Woo! Thank you, my bro. Like no other words like thunder. Woo! If you want to follow me, look at the chat to know where it's at. My name is Ed Potato, feeling fantastic. Please take the time to join my rhyme file for Sublime. All right, I won't take too much time. This is called Bare Naked Truth. We're exposed poets. We stay naked every day. Oh, come on, you know what? One shades any day. You know what? No denying it. Our emotions on full display. You have to quickly admit, we all write bare essays. Words really hit, flush out the inner gray. Yes, we're naked. Don't quit. Shine your golden ray. I know some feel sick. Show the world the way. Hope really click. Chill away the hardened clay. Keep crushing those bricks. Hope wherever gone astray. Reform those emotional tricks. Keep the inner trauma delay. Give backbone for those pricks. Make the thunderstorms decay. Change or form the skeptics. Acceptance. No more betrays. Support that man or chick. Unshock the cause will obey. Make your personality stick. Give advice in life disarrays. Remove those small annoying ticks. Bare naked insight you betray. You're naked. Everything's okay. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I told you, and this is what he does. This is cool, just as cool. I'm telling you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Eddie Foreman. Of course, that would mean I would have to let you unmute yourself to give it up for Eddie Foreman. Let's go.
Yeah, Eddie.
Always
Yeah.
on time. Always right on time. This dude does it for real. I'm telling you. I always appreciate when you come through, Eddie, right? Because you come with a bare naked truth, right? Said write bare essays. Come on, man. Writing bare essays. Ooh, all over the skin, the whole nines. Love it, right? Make your first night stick. Indeed, right? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. So you better make it count. Appreciate you, Eddie, for setting us off this evening. Listen, this is how it's going to go, y'all. Starship's underway, so let's keep it going. Coming up next, listen, the week gets crazy, y'all. It really does. All over the place, right? Work, life, everywhere. But then you find a balance, and we are about to find ours with the one and only Joski C in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you, Joski. It is always great to see you. Come on, man. Take it away.
Hey, Elemental. Got it? Okay. So, at Joski C, very happy to be here. This is something I wrote a while back. This is called Rooftop Philosophy. Yada da 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 da. Rooftop philosophy, communication, and you and me. This ain't the way things got to be. How'd things get to be this way? Yada da 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 da. I see you working hard, all right. So the kids got a roof tonight. Food on the table, electric lights, burdens a living. You know the rich, they still want more. Hear the knock upon your door. They're gonna multiply the poor. Chains unforgiving, searching for light, searching for feelings of right, searching for places in faces in flight. Yada da 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 da. You know this life's a crazy place. Billion colors, all one race. And tell me why there's so much hate. Burdens living. You know the rich, they still want more. Hear the knock upon your door. They're gonna multiply the poor. Chains unforgiving, searching searching for light, searching for feelings of right, all through the long night. Please hold me tight. Ya da 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 da. And will we walk till we can fly? Finally see when we close our eyes. We learn to live so we can die. Chains unforgiving, rooftop philosophy, communication and you and me. This ain't the way things got to be. How'd things get to be this way?
I try to tell y'all, that's what this dude does. Unmute yourself, give it up for Joski C.
Joski! Yeah!
Your
Spectacular.
musicality,
Bravo, Joski.
is beyond reason. I love that you feed us with it every time. One love.
Every single time, right, bro? Every single time. That's what I said. About to get a balance real quick. Joski, man, your flow, your playing is just so locked in, and I appreciate that, right? Even the way you name your songs, man. He said, you know the rich, they still want more. They're gonna multiply the poor. Chains unforgiving, searching for light, searching for feelings of right. Billion colors, all one race. Come on, Joski. That's how you do it. Appreciate you, man. Truly. Shout out to Neen, too. Listen, Cat's all kinds of incredible. A mainstay, been rocking with us for a good minute. Appreciate you, Joski. Truly. Always looking forward to your work. All right. Coming up next, the Jedi Masters in the building. This cat has been rocking. Listen, long before I got into this game, this cat was doing it at a high level. He's still doing it, and doing it well. The one and only Paul Skiff in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Come on, man. Take it away.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm just on the IG on Skiffgram. Well, as luck would have it, somebody's trying to upload an image or something into the chat, and it's making my computer lag, so I can't actually get into the next person and come back to me.
Absolutely. No worries.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
No worries.
Just
No,
for
hey,
people out there, every time you load something like an image or video into Zoom chat, it does make some people's computers go offline or lag.
Yikes. Did not know that, but that is great information. Definitely apologize about the technical difficulties. We will definitely come back, Jedi Master. No worries at all. All right. Coming up next, listen, this cat has been coming through. Oh my goodness. Look, the most eloquent writer I know, all the way out in the UK, stays up crazy wicked late to rock with us, and still puts it down hardcore. Whew. Not sure what I'm saying? You're about to find out. The one and only Lantern Carrier in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you online, Lantern. Always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Thank you, my brother. I'll start straight away. Those who are too close to electrics are likely to become caught in the current, just as those who use intensified forces to obtain spoils by heinous acts of aggression tend to develop callous hearts. As a child, the sweet simplicity of accompanying chords to melodious voices on guitar enhanced the beauty of my spirit. The amplification of sound was natural, spontaneous, made so by the charm and sweetness of hearts, of song and dance, the whispering of marigolds in our village gardens. Enter the world of disco, garage, and punk rock music, and the amplification was intense. My poor ears, not attuned to this augmentation of sound, knew intuitively, like fingers burned from intense flames, that by staying too close, I was likely to become like Icarus, who flew too close to the sun, only to pay for his curiosity. Government initiative to stem this elevated oscillation was complacent, and perhaps it was a case of supply and demand, as humans, both rich and poor, became caught up in the world of amplified raves, women, false highs, and the mirage of surreal ecstasy. Amplification was obvious in the media too, as they gradually became experts in the art of innuendos, embellishments, the slick promotion of agendum given by the corporate few to promote tried and assessed archaic ideals with little resemblance to anything that benefited the majority, filling the pockets of the already richer few. And so I learned to play the game, watching the sorrowful plight of pendulum swings of virtues on the decline in corporate beds, helped by the glorification of highly amplified gadgets of destruction, deep attachment to lustful desires, and a vortex of power-crazed fantasies. Like a Frankenstein phantom of the opera, in his Mother Gaia's human-caused afflictions, I saw the increased abyss of an inner loneliness and insecurity, a dearth of joy and 1,000 fistfuls of fear, covered by an amplified illusion of outer opulence and banquets, aided by inequity and injustice. Multiple variants of AI technology, fancy cars, and escalation of targeted drugs served only to harm the sacred vessels of the divine, while filling the pockets of the few who already had enough to last for 1,000 lifetimes. History needs a quick amplification to prevent past mistakes constantly repeating themselves. Sometimes the rain brings coldness in its wake, unbearable for many. Yet when the sun finally peeps out, warmth enters the atmosphere, and Mother Nature and humans become full of joy. Of such is the nature of duality. Without the mountain, there are no valleys, just as one needs the night as an antecedent to the sparkling stars and illustrious moonlights. As such, I wait expectantly, searching for the amplified glimmer of my dawn. O hand of justice, you who work as the thorns and roses to protect those you love, where are you? Come, intensify this ineffable love of yours even more than it already is. Free all your children divine from this beautiful earth turned into a puppet of shadows, so we may attain the plenitude of love's peace divine. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Try to tell y'all. Goodness. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lantern Carrier.
Wow.
Right on,
Yeah.
The sage always traverses layers and layers of spirituality until you find yourself in his poetry. One love, Lantern.
Thank you, thank
A
you.
sage that smells of sage. Like, how do you do that? Like, you freshly picked by the geniuses and said, oh, this sage is ready to rock. Like, come on, man. The amplification of the sun, right? The whispering of marigolds in our garden. Like, come on, man. Not tuned to this augmentation of sound, likely to become like Icarus. Like, this is a random Icarus sighting. Like, they became experts in innuendos. Like, history needs a quick amplification. Like, searching for the amplified glimmer of my dawn. Come on, man. Thank you, Lantern, for just really, really digging into your writing, man. It definitely shows what you do. Thank you. Thank you for always coming through, staying up crazy hours and hanging out with us. Thank you for being a mainstay. Truly appreciate you, brother. All right. So we are now going to come back around the block. If the Jedi Master is ready, we're going to let the Jedi Master rock. If you are ready to rock, let's do it. Coming up next, I said this, doing it and doing it and doing it well at a high level before I even got to it. The one and only Paul Skiff in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you, Jedi Master. Always great to see you. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here with you again. Thanks, Elemen2al and RMT, for all the work you do to make this place available. Let's see if I do this one piece. If traffic jams my voice with crushed air to discourage arrival of clarity stuck beneath question and ear searches, racing thought will my tongue carry over, utterance that continues breath driven by blood surge to the hearing heart. If sick pictures enclose my eyes with torture of extreme stillness to shove violence at memory. Real vision will transport light to surpass frozen moment, bringing passage through choice over insistent barrier spewed by diseased motive that interrogates total life. If I am made to live diminished among shadows, without shelter, under poisoned sky, naked with no help, whole and complete, I will thrive. Whole and complete, I will thrive, increased by my obscurity, clothed in cleansing rain, welcoming all eyes to raise a path from my own senses. This puff and blow, this I say to you, who strive to reject our human similarity with force of confusion, so that as we continue our struggle, our struggle to accept each other, you will feel why I appear. So elusive, so patient, so elusive, patient, and clear. To accept each other, you will feel why I appear so elusive, patient, and clear. You will, oh yes, you will feel why I appear to be so elusive, patient, and clear.
Damn. Listen. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Paul Skiff.
Yeah, the Jedi Master.
The skiffness.
Yeah.
That was
The skiff, the highness. The skiff of the skiffness. Oh man, you always say something. Oh,
patient
time,
and clear.
right?
stop
And
playing.
Right on,
elusive.
Paul.
Stop playing.
Wonderful, Paul.
Thank you, everybody.
Look, listen. Again, I don't just have to be up here doing it, right? Your community wants to make sure that you know what you do, right? And then the energy you put into it, right? You can feel those vibrations, right? Discourage arrival clarity, right? Sick pictures and close my eyes, like shove violence at memory. Come on. Like without shelter under a poison sky, right? Made to live, diminished amongst shadows, right? The force of confusion, our struggle to accept each other, right? Said, you're gonna find out why I appear to be so elusive, patient, and clear. Man, he just does that thing. He just does it. Appreciate you, Jedi Master, for doing what you do and continuing to share it with us. Truly appreciate you. Before we move on to the experience, let me shout out a couple of folks. I see Professor Platinum in the building. Appreciate you for being here. Shout out all the educators in the building. I see Jenny in the building. Appreciate you coming to rock. Finn Bell is in the building. Shout out the daughter of Krypton. Always making space for people, man. Make sure you plug in with Finn Bell. I see LaShawn in the building too. Appreciate you for coming through. The other folks I didn't shout out because we will hear from them because they are on the list, but I am looking forward to hearing from them. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, listen, if this cat is on a roll like this, I suggest you get you whatever beverage of choice that you dig and just rock with this cat because he does this for real. The one and only Baba Ngoma is in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you, Baba. It is always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Hey, look, I'm gonna do a cover. The cover's by a guy named Richard Farina. He's been dead for about 40 years, so I ain't worried about him coming after me. And I recorded this song and I got permission to use it. So this is called Birmingham Sunday. Come round by my side and I'll sing you a song. Well, I'll sing it so softly it'll do no one wrong. On Birmingham Sunday the blood ran like wine, and the choir kept singing about freedom. On a cold autumn morning, Nat and I saw the sun, and Addie Mae Collins, her number was 1. In an old Baptist church, there was no need to run, and the choir kept singing about freedom. The church was dark, the cold wind blew, and Denise McNair brought the number to 2. The falcon of death was a creature they knew, and the choir kept singing about freedom. The church was dark and no one could see that Cynthia Wesley's dark number was 3. Her prayers and her feelings would shame you and me, and the choir kept singing about freedom. Young Carol Robertson entered the door, well, the number her killers had given was 4. She asked for a blessing, but asked for no more, and the choir kept singing about freedom. A man in the forest, he once asked of me, well, how many dog berries grow in the deep sea? Well, I asked him right back with a tear in my eye, how many dog ships in the forest? Well, the Sunday has come and the Sunday has gone, and I can't do much more than to sing you this song. Well, I'll sing it so softly it'll do no one wrong. And the choir kept singing about freedom. I got one more piece, okay? So that was written by a guy named Richard Farina. It was made popular by Joan Baez. And it was written, the guy who wrote it was Joan Baez's sister's boyfriend. This piece is called A Conversation with Harriet. You know, the reason we're here is because there's a big market. In other words, it's about that cash. Now, I know y'all thought I was some kind of patriot, seeing I was a scout for the Union and all. But truth be told, it was just a good cover, so that I could travel back and forth following the North Star, guiding my folk to freedom. Now y'all's Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, so I ain't so sure I want my face on that legal tender. Martin's kind of conflicted about it too, being he's a preacher and all. I'm sure his dream didn't include being traded for gold on the open market. That just seemed like slavery again. Not that we ain't honored for being remembered. In fact, since y'all invoke y'all's ancestors with statues and whatnot, it's cool we be invoked too, but y'all's paper don't have no gold back in it. So what I really need to know is, since y'all broke that 40 acres on a mule promise, where the hell is the reparations? Well, you may think I'm some kind of fool. It's too late for 40 acres and a mule. The debt is 400 years overdue. Tell me where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? I gotta know. Tell me where's the reparations? Well, you may think I'm some kind of fool. It's too late for 40 acres and a mule. The debt is 400 years overdue. Tell me where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? I gotta know. Tell me where's the reparation? Yeah. Yeah, well, you may think I'm some kind of fool. It's too late for 40 acres and a mule. The debt is 400 years overdue. Tell me where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? Yeah, I take Metro cards, I take Cash App, I take Venmo. I take all that shit, yo. But I gotta know, where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? I take Metro cards, I take Cash App, I take PayPal, I take cash, I take gold bullion. Where's the reparations? Oh, where's the reparations? Where's the reparations? I gotta know.
Goodness. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Ngoma.
Great.
Bravo,
Ngoma.
Yeah, brilliant.
Bravo, Baba.
To call Baba Ngoma a genius is an understatement.
That was amazing.
Brilliant.
What a way to wake up my day to pop in on
Absolutely
that.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Brilliant.
Baba Ngoma.
Then I see CC with the headphones on, like, oh yeah, he's getting the full experience. Look,
I love that.
Look, this is why I love this community, because we have so much pure, raw expression, right? Have you ever heard something that you never heard, but you swore you heard that before? You know that, like it's like you smell somebody cook. Is that gumbo? Nah, that can't be right. Right, man. Like each one of your instruments is a poem, sir. You playing each one of those instruments is a poem. And then you had the nerve to rip a poem. In the song, Birmingham Sunday, he said the choir was singing our freedom. And then the choir kept singing our freedom. Like that kind of energy will propel people to the moon, right? In the poem, you said, oh, you thought I was a patriot, right? Because I was a scout for the Union, right? Travel under the North Star so I could carry my people to freedom. Where's the reparations? You think I'm some kind of fool. He said, I take Metro cards. That was hilarious. He said, I take Metro cards. Oh my goodness. Like for the folks outside of New York, it's hilarious, man. It's the ticket that you use to get on the train, right? That's the only place you can use that joint is on the train. He said, I take the Metro card too, man. Like, I need my chips. Appreciate you, Baba, for coming through and sharing your crazy talent. Thank you. Truly. All right. Coming up next. Listen, this is, I said earlier, shout out the educators in the building. This incredible poet and mother continues to come and share her energy and her Jules. Shout out Jules. Hopefully she's getting better, continuously sending her positive healing energy. The one and only Marianne Teff in the building. Always great to see you. Let these folks know where they can find you online. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Elemental. The pleasure is always mine. Good evening, poet friends. And yes, my jewel, my Julia, is taking baby steps now, strides toward fullest health. So thank you so much for keeping her in your warmest thoughts. As tomorrow is International Women's Day, I would like to share a piece that takes its name from an organization of Iranian women. It's called Woman Life Freedom. I am only one small child in a clan of women who have preserved all we know since the beginning of time, in the way we move our hands and hips and the path our hair carves through the breeze. In other times and more forgiving places, my sisters freed their fingers of rings that bind them in unquestionable subservience and loosed their milk to flow at bus stops, on beaches, and in classrooms that welcome them with my nieces and nephews in their arms. Yet, still we fight for freedom and life, for even after thousands of journeys of the moon since our prophets walked our hallowed hills, I am not yet my own when I leave my father's home, or even when I bring my howling legacy into the world, but only when my spirit folds my lifeless arms across my chest and departs this plane for the last time. Thank you.
Goodness. If you read that to your students, oh my gosh, they'll crumble. Unmute yourself, give it up for Marianne.
Marianne!
Yeah. Oh, Marianne, that's becoming a signature
Bravo.
poem now.
She shoots from
I
the
love
hip,
listening
like,
to that piece.
her style is just like way too different. Like her style of writing is something to write home about. One love.
And this guy, again, on the money, right? A style to write home about, no doubt, right? And then your delivery, right? Your words are always just so heavy, right? But you always keep them in such a tone that they don't feel as heavy as they are, right? Like, how can a giant walk softly? Like, I've been playing with that in my brain for years. Like, how can a giant like sneak anywhere? You know, like, it's kind of what you do. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. She said unquestionable subservience. Damn. Just, I love writers. I keep telling y'all it's the greatest community in the world. They continue to show you. You don't have to just take my word for it. You know why? Here comes another one. Host of his own show, Chaos Magic, every Monday night. This cat, you've been hearing his voice all night. Every time I unmute everybody, the one and only Gustav Solace in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you and plug into what you do. Gustav, always great to see you, man. Come on, take it away.
Hey, Elemental, RMT, and beloved poets. It's a delight to be here tonight. I am so excited. I do host Chaos Magic Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Look for the Zoom ID in the chat. My Instagram is Magus801, Magus 801. Give me a follow. Let's start some good trouble. I have two pieces for you tonight. I think they're on theme. We'll start off with No Planet B, Radical Self-Expression Part 2. Crank those speakers up to 11. Let my words transport you to heaven. We are the gods in this sacred space, transcending sex, gender, and race, creating new worlds with our words as we take flight like birds, soaring above all this sadness, our planet possessed by madness. The future is envisioned by poets connected, minds changed, and people affected. The music of our voices makes the universe dance. All that we ask is that you listen, take a chance. So open your ears to some trippy rhymes, entheogenic, hallucinogenic, for all times. Arise like the phoenix from the ashes. Our fire so bright you catch it in flashes. As hyper-materialism booms and crashes, corporations are environment trashes. Derelict messiahs, drunk on lies, overheating our planet. You can hear her cries. It's come to this vital moment in time. We as writers must call out the crime against this earth. There is no planet B. It's all up to you and me. Evolve a whole new branch on the family tree. Open your third eye to finally see that I'm in you as you're in me. Therein lies the secret. It's not duality. We're holographic, each one the totality. It's way past time to get a grip, crack the whip and right the ship. Decisions we make now affect generations unborn. So let's not weep, nor should we mourn. All hands on deck for radical self-expression to defeat the forces of oppression and heal the wounds of our human mind, to live in a world of real intelligent design. And this is called Ignited We Stand. It's coming, sisters and brothers, brothers and sisters, inshallah. This is the ascension. This is the dissension we've been waiting for. Here and now, with room for more, we will not be recruited, used as pawns, nor jackbooted. Rise up, sisters and brothers. This revolution's ours. It's for the mothers. It's for the, oh, I blew it. The dispossessed and the oppressed, prisoners, soldiers, and the ill, all those this government would kill. Come with us, brothers and sisters. March until your feet have blisters against this war on choice. Stand with women. Raise your voice against the war on drugs. Another lie swept under rugs. Their profit is rooted in addiction, facilitating flow while pretending interdiction. TV, guns, and crack cocaine have driven America insane. This revolution's not a violent overthrow. For fighting war with war, you know, never works. So rise up now. Get ready to vote. Enlighten people. We are the antidote. Peace will win, a revolution of the mind. Let's sow them some real intelligent design. On fire now we make our demand. Peace and justice now. Ignited we stand. Thank you.
If that cat don't sound like a damn revolutionary, I don't know who does. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Gustav Solid.
brother.
I want that to be my license plate.
Ignited we stand. You know how powerful that proclamation is. Ignited we stand. Yes, united we stand. That is lesser, but ignited we stand. That means that we are a flame. That is so great, sir. Salute.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, Zonkonto, 100%. And all he did was, right, ignited that like Olympic flame, right? Right? It's a living thing. Right. And that's what gets passed. Right. All these decades and centuries that we've been having the Olympic Games, it's the same flame. Right. Be that flame carrier. Right. We are the gods in this sacred place, he said. Soaring above this madness. Right. Our fire is so bright you catching flashes. Derelict messiahs. Damn it. There is no planet B. There is no planet B. But you should create a new branch on the family tree, right? That's just sick with it. Ignited we stand, yeah, man. And he started out by saying, inshallah, like, come on. Right? Not jackbooted, right? March until your feet have blisters. Pretending interdiction, like what? Fighting war with war, you know, never works. But we are the antidote. Maybe that's why we're never at peace talks. Because we would actually solve things. And who wants to solve war when war is so profitable, right? Appreciate you, Gustav. Make sure y'all following through Chaos Magic every Monday night. It's a dope spot. Bring your cover and your original. It is crazy. So make sure you follow through. All right. One more poet, and I'm going to pass it off to the dopest tech in the Zoomverse. Coming up next, listen. This incredible poet, I still don't know how he does this, right? But his books are published in such a way that I've never seen a poetry book published, ever. The one and only Ike Waltz in the building, who I like to call the Vincent Price of poetry, coming at you live. Let these folks know where they can find you. I see you. I see you. Let these folks know where they can find you, Ike. Always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Everybody has a love poem, and so do I. Today is a special day for me. I Love You is an amplified love poem, reminding me on Catullus, reborn 1968. After love is the saddest thing when it goes away, lyrics by Paul Gilbert. After love is so short and forgetting is so long, poems by Pablo Neruda. After I have been lost to the world, lyrics by Friedrich Rückert, 1821, song by Gustav Mahler, 1901. After it is so hard to please memories, poem by Ike Waltz, 2007. Before and after, my love never dies. But where will I go? So I found love in a strange place. The day we met within, rehearsing Anastasia in the walled city of Berlin. I am resting under the piano, drinking the sound of the divine. You hurt in a hospital. You all knew. Go and see her, someone said. She is waiting for you. She might listen to you. And so, reluctantly, I went with a flower in my hand. I was afraid of something, maybe, how this might end. She had tears in her eyes. Come to bed, she says. Warm me with your love. Never mind the doctors, she said. And I followed without a word, but mesmerized I was. Caress my thighs, she says. My lips turned soft with desire, wiping her salty tears away. Nothing did we say. Hand in hand we walked that day, all over naked us, as only dancers can. I love you, I learned to say. The rhythm of your movement, your eyes drowned in brilliant artistry, exposed my weakness, waking me. We lived our 60s dream, okay? We slept bedded in petals of rose, drops steaming, way up Himalayan hippie gleaming. And you became the world to me. Inseparable, we stalked the rainbow bridge. I love you, I say now, every day, every night. I drank your body. Many thirsty words had calmed my soul that slept our needy eyes, trembling in these delicious, unforgettable, all-absorbing sighs. We shared thoughts or two, and you tested me. Will you be the father of my children? Please, will you, to be? And after a glass of intoxicating wine, I said, yes, I do. Will you be forever mine? I love you, I repeatedly say. Will you say our children's names, you said? And begging desire followed me, follows us again and again. Always we felt our blissful scene. No kissed your tummy, now ours, the same. Love is all you gave to me. Love is all you played with me. Love is you, eagerly I responded to. Love, you tickled me, you threw laughter at me. Even I was only a kiss's blow away. I loved you hopelessly by now. Love is the saddest thing when you went away. I knew as I only could scream in pain. Yes, I would hold on to you, but lost the hold on me. Hold on to both of us, hold on to jealousy. I never knew. You see, suddenly I am, wake that stupid, hiding in me. I loved you. Love, not such a past turmoil in me, when sad music killed my darkest dream, that cruel destruction constantly nagging, eating the inside of me. Oh yes, dying became much deeper than jealousy. I loved you. Love sunk into the darkest of dark. I blame nothing when weather decides on a neither yea or nay, miserably empty day. blended Scotch whiskey, Cutty Sark, your drinking, sleeps with me. I loved you. Love. We avoided selfish separation beyond imagination, simply devour that raw, destructive power, that daily justification game. We became so insane in our cold differences in name. I loved you. I cannot forget, I cannot repeat, nothing is never the same, only blame remains to blame each other, you and me, our children. Ask, how about we? My legs, like lead, my mind locked to a rigid chain. I loved you. I love these words, where its sound is so profound, it says it all, it consumes the earth before the fall. Drenched in sadness, life came to a standstill main. I loved you. Love, I desperately hang on to you. Never I let you go again. You took your life, and I may follow you. So we remain next to us, my goddess, in my name we are always called. It was for us. I loved you, and I pressed my cuddly, warming side the day you slipped away in ice-cold whiskey, suicide. I loved you. Yes, I loved you so easily, so easily. So let it be. Only a few fool in permanent paradise is like that lonely me. But then you are forever bonded to me, and we loved us once too. I loved you. But they say love never dies. Love never dies. Love never dies. Let's close my tired eyes. It's the end of our time. It's the end of our longing days. It's the end of our naked nights. I kiss you with our ever so entangled, so trusting good nights. Now singular, called goodbye. I loved you. When love slips away, your heavenly body, your brilliant mind, your giving soul, your spirited heart, your daring mother, you forever Juliet. Suicide had slipped you away. And all I've left is the last word. Farewell, 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 ma belle. Let's dance our last mortal dance. Surely we will find a choreography between these tormented lines. You have been lost to the world. I am lost without your world in space, our universe. I loved you. My will stronger than the bite of time. I have you changed to my simple mind, my love of the divine. Yes, my love. You were the world to me. Where will I go from here? I leave my words behind. I follow you in harmony with melodies of ancient echoes, reminding me you were, you are divine. But for now, will you wait for me? Thank you.
Oh, I don't know how he does it, but he does it every time. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Ike. Whoa!
Ike, that was so beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous, Ike.
Ike, you are a sublime storyteller, unparalleled.
Yes,
Truly.
Ike's storytelling is magical and so grateful.
Somebody's holding up a sign here. What do we got?
I mean, this is Ike Waltz right here. This is why I call him the Vincent Price of poetry, right? And I say all the time, right? Storytellers in the building, because this is what this dude does, right? He said, "Of course I have a love poem. Everybody does. Everybody does, right?" And then commenced to telling us one of the, because he said, right? I love you is an amplified love poem, right? Love is the saddest thing, then it fades away. So hard to please memories, right? Drinking the sound of the divine, the rhythm in your movements, right? You became the world to me. And the laughter of intoxicating wine, even though I was only a kiss's blow away. Come on, man, really? We became the same in our cold differences. Mine locked to this wretched chain. Forever Juliet? What? Yes, I loved you so easily, so easily. But now I have you chained to my simple brain. You're incredible at what you do, sir. Thank you for sharing it with us. Listen, if you don't know, now you know. Plug in, because this cat's amazing 100% of the time. And like I said, his books are just how? This is dope. This is dope. All right. I'm now going to pass it to the dopest tech in the Zoomverse, the one and only Ron Mark Thompson, aka RMT. You're not down with RMT by now, damn it. You should be. Ron, how you feeling this evening?
Oops, here we go. I'm feeling okay. Thank you so much, Elemental. Looking pretty fly with those glasses, and the Nuyorican Poets Café hat. Appreciate it. Cool. Thanks, everyone. For those in the United States who are not watching the President's State of the Union, thank you for watching us and performing here at our own little State of the Union at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. And no matter what you may hear, from elsewhere, I'm happy to be here, working here. This is a wonderful place. If there was anything not right, trust me, I wouldn't be here. But it's such a pleasure to be here with the community. It is so great to see everyone's support, and to come here and sing and read and perform. We appreciate you guys, everyone, both online and in person. As well. All right, in the Zoom chat, I just put the information that I'm also going to mention in some of our slides that are coming up, our social media links, everything else about the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. And here we go. Let's put some slides up because as many of you know, this building here, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, in which I am working as one of the program and operations assistants, as well as your tech assistant tonight. This building is currently closed for the 3-year reconstruction, which New York City is taking care of. We are still in the process of clearing everything out. But very soon the construction is going to start. But no worries, we're going to continue our programs elsewhere in New York City. One of them is the weekly Nuyorican Bowery Slam at the Bowery Poetry Club every Monday, 7 p.m. You heard Elemental mentioning Matthew Marroquin guest hosted this past Monday. The next Monday, it's J Rose's turn again, and then the following week, we are welcoming back DJ Luna Rosa. She guest hosted once last month, so we are very happy, that we are continuing to slam every Monday. And if you happen to win one of those Monday slams, you will also be invited to compete in our final Friday slam, formerly called the Grand Slam. It's now called the Final Friday because it happens to be on the last Friday of each month at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, which is on 47th Street in the Times Square neighborhood in New York City, 10 p.m. This is hosted by Tony McPherson. If you haven't checked this one out yet, I definitely recommend it. We had such a great time last month at the Final Friday. Excuse me. All right, we are also continuing our partnership with the Lois Cider Center. Starting this month, because it's become so popular, instead of once a month, now Supreme will host the open mic in person twice a month on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month on 9th Street, which is not that far from the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. And just like here on the online version of the open mic, in the in-person open mic, anything goes: comedy, poetry, short stories, monologues. Bring what you have and we will welcome you there. 6:30 p.m., 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month. You may purchase your tickets through our website. And on the first Wednesday of each month, we are continuing the Women Orator Wednesday. We heard Mariana stating that tomorrow, March 8, is the International Women's Day that internationally celebrated. And in the United States and a few other countries, we are also celebrating the entire month, Women's History Month. We had a very powerful Women Orator Wednesday open mic in person at the Lois Cider Center yesterday. Felicia Kate is
taking over hosting duties of that one. It was wonderful yesterday. She's going to be back in April 3rd. So if you can make it to that one. And even though it's the Women Orator Wednesday, we also heard from the men yesterday. You know, they gave us great poems about their mothers and daughters. It was beautiful. I happen to work there, but you know, even if I wasn't working there, I would still attend because it's been great. Also, Elemental mentioned we are continuing our fostering our teenagers. So we're going to continue that relationship with the community. So if you have children, nephews, nieces, bring them to the Teen Open Mic. Together with Rightopia Lab at the PNT Knitwear store on Orchard Street. Next one is on Saturday, March 30th. And for teenagers, it's free. Yay! Okay, also free, our writing workshops on the last Thursday of each month at Studio One, which is on 4th Street. Next one is March 28th. There was a scheduling conflict in April. That's why the following one is in early May, May 2nd. Usually it is hosted by our executive director, Labrua, but Tony McPherson, our Final Friday Slam host, he hosted last month, and he's going to come back at least one more time to guest teach this writing workshop at Studio One, March 28th, 7 p.m. I know it's not on the flyer. It's 7 p.m. in person. It's free. You don't have to RSVP. Just show up, you know, come and write with Tony. We're going to continue our online open mics every week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Elemen2al. You heard his themes. I'm going to put them in the chat again. Also, we have an additional online offering this month, still for another week and a half, the Shine Challenge 2024. There have been wonderful, great reviews in the press the last several days. This is a stage play that Ishmael Reed wrote, Carla Blank directed, and you know, wonderful actors appeared in. It was recorded 2 weeks ago via Zoom. It has been edited. You know, make sure that everything looks good, and it's been available via private link to watch virtually. Once you purchase your ticket, you have the ability to pause it, resume it, watch it at any time on your own device, all the way to March 17th, which is Sunday in a week and a half. So check that out if you love theater. And the ticket is a lot less expensive than a Broadway ticket. If you live in New York City or have been to New York City, you know how expensive Broadway tickets have become. But you know, this one I definitely recommend. Tickets are far more affordable for this. Also, I'm very happy to announce that the Nuyorican Poets Café is continuing its outreach in Puerto Rico. After all, we are the Nuyorican Poets Café. And our executive director, Labrua, is heading there for a very short trip, and one of the programs she will be hosting there is an open mic with Micro Galleria Afro, which is where we did have an open mic last November. I was there myself. I'm not going to be there in person, this month, but I definitely recommend it. It is amazing, meeting poets and performers in Puerto Rico. So if you happen to be in Puerto Rico or you know somebody in Puerto Rico, send them that way. It's in San Juan, Micro Galleria Afro. It is free. It is a little outdoor, LA space. It's a beautiful gallery as well. Definitely recommend that. March 22nd at 6 p.m. Puerto Rico time. Also, and I'm going to tell you in a second why I'm mentioning the time. Before I do, I also want to recommend the workshops that our host, Rice Felicia, is doing at the Langston Youth House in Harlem, in New York City. Every Saturday, 2 p.m., Felicia and Professor Robert Gibbons host a writing workshop there. Elemental and I, when Elemental visited New York City last year, we actually went to the Langston Hughes house. There wasn't a writing workshop then, but it was a program with poetry and music. Elemental performed himself. It was very powerful. I've been a few times myself to that house and museum. I definitely recommend, so check that out. All right. I did mention time because in the US and Canada this weekend, daylight saving time starts. I mean, I wish it would just end, but so far, the government hasn't abolished it yet. So here we go. Another year of daylight saving time this Sunday at 2 a.m. Our clocks in the United States and Canada spring forward by an hour to 3 a.m. And the reason I'm mentioning that because it is not the same everywhere in the world. I believe in Europe, the time change is another few weeks away. So make sure that if you are attending here our weekly online open mics on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern time, that may mean if your country doesn't observe daylight saving time, or if your daylight saving time starts, in a few weeks, make sure that next week you come an hour earlier because we're going to start an hour earlier. It is confusing to me, I'm sure it's not as confusing to you guys, but, just to make you aware. But no worries if for any reason you missed the beginning of our online open mics, we do have the good luck round. So far, I have collected 3 performers' names who would like to perform. If there's anyone else, just let Elemental or me know. In the meantime, continue following us, the Nuyorican Poets Café, and our many other organizations who are partnering with the Bowery Poetry Club, Francis Kite Club, International Center of Photography, which earlier today, Felicia hosted our bi-monthly free open mic there. The next one is going to be in May. So, if one Thursday in the next few weeks, or in May, you want to go to the International Center of Photography, go there. We will be okay with it. We're going to see you the following week online again. Also follow the Lois Sider Center, the Poets House, Pregones PRTT, which is the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, and the PNT Knitwear Bookstore. If you don't go to one of our programs there, just go and check out the many books and they even have coffee and a little wine bar there. So I definitely recommend this bookstore. But let us get back to our open mic, and it's been quite a while. We had a collaboration, and I always enjoyed those, because it's always so great. So I'm very happy that both Dane Ince and Mercedes are doing this collab for us. Oh, you are together in the same open mic. Okay, I wasn't sure about. I'm sorry, in the same camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so Mercedes. I know we know Dane, and he's been here many times, and we see him on Tuesday at his open mic. But Mercedes, I believe you once, if not more, performed here for us, right? Like it was like last year. So welcome back. I don't know why you're not here every week. We want to hear, whether it's the two of you together or separately. But everyone, please welcome. And Dane, I don't know if you purposely put them in, so if it was just a typo. But oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was making a joke. Yeah.
Gotcha. Good. Okay. Cool. Well, welcome everyone, Dane and Mercedes. The floor is all yours, and I am enabling what you had asked me for. Go ahead.
Hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. All right. Hopefully you can see that now.
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You could make it a little bit bigger if you can.
No, that's as big as it goes.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Tom. Hold on a second. Ron, yes. I don't know why I thought of you as Tom. Anyway.
No problem.
Okay, all right. So the reason that we'd like to put this up is that the font is a font that Mercedes created, and then these poems were translated by Yuri Miki, who is a Japanese slam champion, international slam champion. So we're very glad that she did that, so that people could see the text. So here we go. Emerald Goddess, faces life worn, lovely still, sitting here seaside, fresh hearts journey to new days, butterflies stir, hurricanes.
Your eyes, like cold fire, speak wordlessly to my soul. Alone in my room, something stirs deep within me, forgotten feelings awake.
Love tango, shall we? I reach out to hold your hand, sand tingles, summer, goddess, mother of all gods, witness this act of courage.
Fascinating man, so different from the rest. Morning light floods in. Love means risk, but then again, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Poppy-colored hair, dreaming is flower blooming, big blue sky embrace, bright woven tapestry warms, loom of hearts, entangled vines.
Mysterious gaze, hiding thoughts that lie below. Still air, still water. The poetry in your heart, revealed in the written word.
Memorizing love, I remember you looking, sea swimming in us, lovely hazel eyes gazing into our ocean hoping.
Beautiful mind writes, painting pictures with your words. Art speaks to my soul. What has been encountered here? Unexpected depth I love.
We could be heroes. Tomorrow dreaming swan-like, a word at a time, shimmer, water, kissing lips like ships sinking into fog.
You showed me your hands, gazed at me with clear blue eyes. Electricity, dreaming of lovely white hands and the taste of your fingers.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for
I mean, I don't. The taste of your fingers. Damn it! Unmute yourself. Give it up for Dane Ensign Mercedes.
That was so lovely. Mercedes. So beautiful. I love hearing every opportunity to get to hear your contest. So beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Beautiful. Lovely fun.
Such a combination and such a very beautiful union in words. That was very lovely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Finn Bell never sees two amazed, calling out styles. Don Conto with the insight. Listen. It's like a superhero team up what we do. Look, the two of you together was something that I had no idea the world needed to hear. But thank you for bringing it here. Listen, that kind of love gets people in trouble. Just saying. That kind of love, you know, they cry. You know what I mean? But I love it. Right? Fresh hearts journey to new days. What? Fresh hearts. Loom of hearts entangled love. Come on. Into our oceans hoping. What has been encountered here? The taste of your fingers. That's just goosebump worthy for this guy. Like the taste of you. Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy people. Appreciate y'all for bringing that crazy, crazy energy. Thank you so very much for sharing it with us. So in case you didn't know, that worked really well. So do it again. Yes? And bring it back. Another one. Thank you. All right. Fantastic. Wanted to shout out real quick. We did get a chance to hear him. Just in case you didn't know, he didn't come here to tap dance. The one and only Baba Ngoma. Make sure you go out and find this book somewhere. That cat's incredible. Dane Ince is also a publisher. And that cat puts in work, right? He just published D. Allen's latest book, make sure you are plugging in with Dane Ince. All right, that cat's all kinds of incredible. Also, before we move on, make sure you show your love to the one and only Ron Mark Thompson. That cat's incredible. All right, so real quick, make sure you unmute yourself and give it up for Ron Mark Thompson. Of course. Hey, listen, I got to allow you to do it to give it up for Ron Mark Thompson. Come on.
Thank you, Ron.
That was RMT. Every last
Ron.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We're down with RMT.
Know it. Yeah, you know me. Listen. I have to make sure I do that, right? Ron is not necessarily the most, comfortable with that kind of stuff. But listen, Ron, you need to know that your community loves you, man. You need to know how much we appreciate what you do so we can do what we do, sir. So thank you, Ron. Appreciate you, man. All right. Listen, I had to call this cat out, right? Because the way that his brim is laying is just so damn fly. Oh, you can't deny this cat. All the way from the West Coast. Shout out LBC. Shout out Giants. The one and only Bill Elkins in the building with this fly-ass hat. Woo! Come on, Bill. Let these folks know where they can find you online. It is always great to see you and hear your incredible work. Please, take it away.
Midwestern Bill on Instagram. Anyway, I'm going to do, thank you, Elemen2al. I'm going to be doing an original. It's entitled The Avant-Garde Coffee House, The Best Years of My Youth. Hope you like it. Rustic old coffee house, folk music, poetry, intellectual chat. My memories of the 60s, where folk singers and poets had their day. My refuge from Milwaukee's vapid south side. The avant-garde brought folk music into my life. Dylan Oaks, Cohen, Baez, and Seeger. I first heard their songs at the Guard. But folk singer and my friend Jane Doe enraptured me with her singing and her song. Big brown eyes and long brown hair. Her songs filled me with melody and desire. Poetic, tuneful, and hypnotic. She captured my imagination and my heart. The Guard moved me from rock to folk music, from electric to acoustic guitars. South side to east side, I'm a refugee from hell. The Guard was a safe haven for me. From ridiculous to sublime, my life it did go every day during the best years of my youth. Donning long hair and bell-bottom blue jeans, I was an aspiring folkie, you see. Crossing the viaduct to Wisconsin Avenue, I took the Sherman Downer bus to the Guard. As an alienated Southside teen, I first sang at the Guard one cold Wisconsin night. Exhilarated and redeemed, my song for Jane Doe she never heard. Alas, my dear friend was not there. I later learned she died from a drug overdose. Numb with sorrow and anger, I put down my guitar, transfixed and confused. I retreated back to the south side, back to my dysfunctional world. But my disillusion was quite short-lived, as I soon grabbed my guitar and played Jane's song. I wrote another song as her requiem, thanking Jane for believing in me, entitled Ode to My Jane Doe. I bade a final farewell to my friend. South side to east side, I'm a refugee from hell. The guard was a safe haven for me. From ridiculous to sublime, my life it did go, every day during the best years of my youth. Donning long hair and bell-bottom blue jeans, I was an aspiring folkie, you see. Crossing the viaduct to Wisconsin Avenue, I took the Sermon Downer bus to the garden. This song is my elegy to the 60s, when folk music captured the zeitgeist of that time. When this woman without name rescued me from my adolescent abyss. When the Marines drafted my best friend Bob and shipped him to Nam to kill the yellow man. We protested when Nixon came to town, and later wrote my first protest song. Yeah, the times were replete with change in every city across our land. Our age of innocence was trampled upon by the dark nature of man. But it was the best years of my youth, when we made ourselves heard throughout the world. It was the best years of my youth, when we made ourselves heard throughout the world. When we made ourselves heard throughout the world. Thank you, everybody.
That's kind of what artists do, is they make themselves heard around the world. Goodness. Right. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Bill Elkins.
All right, Bill.
Yeah, Bill. Fantastic work.
Bill.
Delightful.
Thank you, Bill.
Bravo.
Bill always has these songwriting skills that transcend time, and always so close to the heart, and how personal the heart explores itself, and so that is so beautiful. Thank you, Bill. One love.
This is how it goes, right? Again, you don't always have to just take my word for it. The community will let you know. Listen. And again, shout out to all the musicians in the building this evening. And this is what I want y'all to know I love about y'all. And y'all been rocking together for years, right? Shout out to folks, shout out to musicians who are not here, but y'all been rocking together for years, and no one is trying to bleed into anyone's style. Everyone is comfortably staying in their own style. I love y'all so much for that. Really. Like, this is what's missing in creative art. There's so many artists that sound like so many other artists. But every single musician that rocks with us, you have such a uniqueness to you. I appreciate you so very much for that. Please stay on that path, because all of y'all are incredible. Bill, that song, sir, I mean, it just speaks to an entire generation, right? You said it's the song of your youth. Man, you know, I feel like my father could rock with that, right? Because he was shipped off to Vietnam, right? Her songs filled me with melody and desire, man. That's a recipe for destruction. Woo! That, man. And again, condolences, right? But that line, and a couple of your colleagues jumped on it too. He said, South side to the east side. I'm a refugee from hell. Come on, Bill. Come on. That's just monstrous. That's a monstrous line. Thank you, sir, for continuing to rock with us and rocking that fly-ass hat, sir. Appreciate you, man. All right. Coming up next, listen. Here comes an entire planet that we are blessed. We are blessed with the words and the energy of the one and only Oshun Yoyen in the building. Please unmute yourself. Let these folks know where they can find you, how they can connect with all the things that you do. Please take it away. Great to see you.
Well, like everyone else, I can be found on Instagram and Facebook. I want to be like y'all when I grow up, though. I want to have out a book. I'm working on that, but I'm a photographer, so my dream is to have a book of my poetry and my photography together. That's what I want to do. Anyway, I'm going to go Amplified Woman tonight, and the title of this poem piece is Study Water. I am a woman, complex, simple, authentic. If you want to know me, study water. Water can't be contained. Its nature requires freedom. Water moves, overflows, floods. Our ancestors say that it is impossible to step in the same river twice. So don't expect the same me today that you saw last year. Water is eternally and infinitely changing its form, but never its essence. Unpolluted, its purity is sacrosanct. Angered, I boil and burn. Manipulated, I freeze and isolate, choosing my own end to an indeterminate ice age. Emancipated, I pour waterfalls of feminine ashe into your soul, the same primal soup that nourished you in your mother's womb. I am a woman, creative, compassionate, cool, a labyrinth of mysteries, meant sometimes to be understood, sometimes not, but always appreciated. Water can't be confined. Remember this. When dammed up, it evaporates, disappears to return as rain. Tears of defiance turn joy to celebrate its liberation if and when the right prayers and supplications are offered an apology for your selfishness in attempting to stop its journey. I am a woman. I learned my lessons from my mothers, the sacred mermaids, divine order from Mott, mystic motherhood from Mami Wata, using the magic of Ashe from Oshun, the healing hands from Yamunja, walking the tightrope between the worlds from Oya, all birthed through the power of water. So if you want to know me, study water.
Just let that crash real quick. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Oshu. Yo, yo.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Go with the
You're
art.
writing like there's no doubt how you two connect with each other, because like the you know, you can see the yin and the yang just flow through all of your like defiant poetry. Oh my. Much love. One love.
They are planets in the same solar system, and they rock on an axis all their own. Let me tell you about this divine feminine who just rocked this amplified woman. She said she is complex, simple, and authentic. So I don't know how much you could really ask for. The ancestor said it's impossible to step in the same river twice, so don't expect me to be the same person I was last year. You better tell them, because I don't know if they heard you. Make sure you go back and rewind that. I pour waterfalls of feminine ashe into your soul. The last time you heard something like that? Just a labyrinth of a labyrinth. Says she learned from the sacred mermaids, right? That mystic motherhood, walking on a tightrope between worlds. We love what you do. We appreciate what you do, and we hope that you continue to share it with us. Thank you for all the energy. The two of y'all, listen, I'm gonna do. Y'all need a special, man. Y'all are incredible. Thank you so very much for all your connection to the ancestors and making sure that their voices are heard through you. Thank you. All right, coming up next, here comes the atmosphere rearranger. This guy right here, you've been hearing him rock this evening too. But now you're about to find out why we love this dude. The one and only Zom Konto is about to come at you live. Make sure you are ready for it because he's coming. Unmute yourself. Let these folks know where they can find you. Storm God's in the building. Please take it away, bro.
Much love. The poems that have come before have completely shocked me in their sincerity, and so I'm so very grateful. I wrote this, and I wasn't sure about it, but hopefully you love it. This is To Theme. Way back when the beatbox was detox and sound traveled miles ahead of the slow showdown and speed bumps, several eons beyond the toxicity of stop signs. When ghetto women had no insignia on their chest to tell abusers to just stop. To just stop. Before the people would whistle softly to lead you to a successful drug deal. And when it failed, the president held a loudspeaker to assure drug dealers that crack cocaine will soon reach all of you niggas. And in the same vein, say no to drugs. Way back when sound showed past the green light and played acupuncture to the unhealed parts of the body, when the needles whose sharpest points were louder than all cancers immediately punched. Way back when cowrie shells on the ankles of dancers were amplified so loud their sopranos drowned the loud cracking of the bones connected to their Achilles heel. And when the president was asked about those heels, he threw socks in the crowd and said out loud, "This is politics amplified. Wear the socks and hope the shoe fits." I remember pretending that I was deaf just to decide if I was better blind or having no clue of sound, knowing I can ignore a scream from the so-called American dream, knowing the loudest sound I can create is from nightmares, walking with a cane, a few taps loud enough to make my drunk father realize his neighbors had a funeral procession and that it is not right for him to just blast his favorite songs amplified as if no one next door had even died. Zonkond.
Damn it, this dude does that. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Zom Konto.
Yeah, Zonkonto. Fantastic.
Zonkonto.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Bravo. Bravo.
Wonderful.
Bravo the hello.
as if the bones, just like this guy, just, so I call him the atmosphere rearranger, right? You feel that energy, right? The crackle in the air, right? This dude does that, man. He's like a male Jean Grey, like a, you know, if Storm was a man, he would be some conto, like a weather wizard, if you will. Weather wizard. When the beatbox was detox, man, where was I at when that line came up? Damn it! I hate that you beat me to that line, man. But that's a monster. That's a monster one. Yeah. Tell abusers to just stop. Just stop. In the same vein, say no to drugs. The loud cracking of the bones connected to the Achilles heel. 2 lines, and I'm gonna move on, but it's gonna take me a minute. He said, wear the socks and hope the shoe fits. And then the loudest sound I can create is from a nightmare. Man, appreciate you, Zone Conto, for all that you do, for being a mainstay and rocking with us. Appreciate you, man, truly. Coming up next, 1/3 of the Jersey Trinity, this incredible poet, author of the Chameleon Chronicles, continues to come through and share her incredible poetry. The one and only Terry Rose Jertson in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you online, Terry. It is always great to see you. Please take it away.
There we go. Yeah, I couldn't unmute. Hi, you can find me on Facebook under Teresa or Terry Rose Jertson, and you can find me on Instagram under the Chameleon Chronicles. I'm going to read this piece. It's kind of, I don't know, cut me off if it goes too long. Normally I do not go long, but this is a love story. Slowly turning, refusing to make eye contact, he escorted him out. It was not in the plan for us to remain happy. Was it my fault? God damned it. I tried, God damn it. I will never again see those eyes, pools of confusion as to how we got here. Lucky glass didn't break again. His final fuck you to me, slamming of the door as he exited. You did this to me, staring holes through my chest, wishing me dead, accusing, hating me for what I did. His cornflower blue eyes, window to his dearly departed soul, now shooting through me, giving me side eyes, shouting, why does this dysfunctional love still press heavy on my heart? He was undeserving of me, and yet I shed tears to weight unfathomable, causing rips in time continuum. Did he think I needed reminding of the wreckage? Did he forget what prompted the restraining order? I looked at the cop who was there to protect me like, what the hell? How could he stand there like an official statue, not flinch, and witness my abuser raising his fist in anger one last time? He asked me, where is it? I said, where is what? He said, you know. I said, oh, you mean the porno mag that was stashed in the closet? I threw it away. I had anticipated him coming earlier and had what amounted to all of his belongings lined up in the hallway, like Rose and the cornflowers still remembering how they once charmed the pants off me. Eyes slow blinking at me. Did he get caught in the crossfire and was only trying to punch his way out? Was he the innocent one? Does this have to get ugly? The cop signaled and raised his hand like he was there just to direct traffic. I recognized the officer as a local and the person with him, father of my love child, ancient part of me screaming something terrible was about to happen. When I looked through the glass, I was transported through time to trauma response. The persistent pounding time travels me back 23 years, fist pounding, pregnant, belly. Knock, 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 my heart fell. Why do they keep knocking? Don't they see the bell? Knock, knock, knock. Someone is always bound to knock, knock, knock. There was a knock on my front door. And fix. That's an end piece.
Damn, Terry, damn. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Terry Rose Johnson.
That was so powerful.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry.
That degree of vulnerability is always
Right on,
very
Terry.
appreciated. One love, always.
Bravo, Terry.
Ooh, so powerful.
It's not easy to tell those stories because in some circles, you weren't supposed to survive long enough to tell said story. Or your voice should have been suffocated so much that you didn't have one. But being able to stand on this side of it and tell that story and now suffocate the abuser, oh, that is a beautiful redemption that you could serve on silver platters or platinum platters. I love it. Make sure it's served cold with the ice cubes dancing, right? Was it faith? Was it my fault? God damned it. God damn it. Windows to his dearly departed soul. He was undeserving of me. Damn right. Did he think I needed reminders? Please. Does this have to get ugly? The officer was only there to direct traffic. I continue to say that. They're like a glorified cleanup crew. Just saying. Thank you, Terry, for sharing that with us. And if that story was based on your experience, thank you for surviving. And thank you for being strong enough to share your story and take your power back. Thank you, Terry. A mainstay of our community, again, author of the Chameleon Chronicles. Listen, and I believe she's going to start hosting her own open mic soon. So make sure you're plugging in with Terry Rose Johnson. All right. 2 folks left on the guarantee list, and then we're going to the good luck round. Coming up next. Earlier, I mentioned Marianne Teff's voice being, lighter than the heavy words that she carries. Here comes another one. This incredible poet continues to come through, and their voice, again, I ask, how do giants walk softly? Here's another example. The one and only Sri Lal in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please take it away.
Thank you, Elemental and RMT and Poets. It is great to be here with you. I'm Sri Lal Dave on Instagram. So I wanted to read you tonight a work called The Rape of Eve. It's a retelling of the Genesis story. It's longer, so I'll read it to you in sections, part 1 tonight. In the garden, lush with summer rain, she sees a serpent and is suddenly afraid. She does not know why. Surely all here is good, as are the face of the waters and the earth, the greater and the lesser light of sky, the burgeoning fruit and turgid herb, as are she and her companion mate. Is she really but a single rib taken from his side? She wonders of her origin. He bears no scar, though she is small and frail, so like an unpaired rib that lacks the symmetry and order of the cage of 24. She no more than one brittle bone stolen in the night while he slept, unaware until he woke to her, nubile in the blooming rose of dawn that lit her flesh untouched. And upon waking, he rejoiced by the brook in which they bathed, cupping his hands full of water and lifting it glistening to the sun before he let the stream loose against her limbs, again and again, watching the light play along her curves, for already he loved her as his own flesh and bone, she his sole companion now. Still, during the long shadowed hours, she feels herself as if a rib unpaired, like this early morning hour, She strolls the far reaches of the garden alone. No matter, she breathes in the delicate scent of apricot and lily. The day is good. 6 nightingales sing amid long olive branches, their sweet and simple notes of praise, rising into the fathomless blue like the rising sun. And suddenly, the birds are still. Silence falls long as a shadow across a patch of wild strawberries, and she presses onward toward the stream, a sudden chill running the narrow length of her spine. A ripple in the light, like some mirage, attracts her glance. This hour before the sun has reached its peak, she senses a strange heat that scorches as it seems to blind. How alone she feels, the man not at her side to take her hand, to warn her not to walk this path. Peace.
Yeah. Just the balance. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Sri Law.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amazing, Shri. I can't wait to hear the rest of it.
Wow.
Need to tell those women's stories. We need to hear them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard that too, Ben Bell, who we're going to hear from in just a few minutes. I heard that too. Hence what you saw, right? Hashtag part 1. Oh, don't think you're getting away, Sri Law. We want all the parts, right? I don't know how many there are. If there are 15 or 50, we're here for them all. So make sure you bring them. That was pretty incredible. The rape of Eve? Surely all things here are good, right? She said turgid herb. Come on, man. Created from a rib, yet he bears no scar. And she lacks the symmetry cage of the 24. She is the sole companion, as if a rib unpaired. She breathed in the delicate scents of apricots and lilies. That is called texture, in my opinion, right? Because I can smell it and I can feel it. Thank you, Sri Law. And if that's part 1, because we're barely we're barely putting our toes in the grass of the garden at this point. I'm looking forward to the rest. Thank you for sharing it with us. All right, coming up next, our resident piano man in the building. This cat, again, like the Jedi Master, has been doing it well for longer than I have even thought about it. However, he continues to stay so passionate about it. That's what I love about this dude. The one and only CC, Art Chagra in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you online, CC. Always great to see you, man. Take it away.
All right, thank you. And love every word from every poet every week, all the time. Just the open mic is sacred to me. And there's a book that I wrote. It's on my website, ccrchagra.com. And there's if you go to that website, it says THROV at the top. That means Throve, or the Human Room Open Voice. And Sunday from noon to 2, once a month, I do an open mic that is based on benevolence and free speech. And there's more to it. It's not just an open mic. It's a free speech platform concept. So go to the website, click that. You need to send in your email, your name, and read 9 principles of involvement, and you get the link. That's it. There's more to be explained when you watch the video. I started writing poetry seriously in my early 20s, and it began with children's poems and songs, and I'm finally starting to put that together, and I'm networking with a local artist who I just met today. Has been doing it for 40 years in Connecticut, children's theater group, and we'll see what comes of that. And so I started putting together some of my children's, and one of them is from 85, 84. They go back. The dedication, the working title of this, and I'm going into chapbooks. So pieces of paper. I'm going to start doing this. You're going to start seeing me Press 22 Publishing. And the working title is Start Here, subtitle Poems and Rhymes to read like songs of the mind. The dedication reads, "This book here is dedicated to you. Yes, 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 this is wonderfully true. And the sky is sometimes very bluey blue, and there once were 2 feet that ran without shoes." That's the dedication page. So I had a little fun with that. There's a poem in here that was published in an online art zine that was really dedicated. Happy to get in there. And this one is called Start Here. This is new, so I'm bending the envelope at this stage of what is a children's poem and what, where this is going to go and how the illustrations may come to be. Life starts, and here comes a whole moment's life story. I'm going to start again. Start here. Life starts, and here comes a whole moment's life story. They look at each other. They both closed their eyes. They both inhaled slowly as their eyelids fell down. And from the top of their lungs, they filled the bottoms with air. And this was the end, and also how joy starts here. They both held their breath, counting 1, 2, and 3, not with sounds or mouths moving, till they both burst out laughing. And when their eyes opened, I'm not sure you'll believe, but they actually saw something most people can't see. Happy was here, and everywhere you can be, clear as day, and the way the moon follows you. And that's one poem from this, and then there's others, tiny ones in here, and some that may. Here's my favorite, which was actually almost used by Boston Symphony in their summer program in the early 90s. They do a symphony program with children, and the head conductor almost used the song version of this tiny little poem for that program. It didn't happen, but it's called 2 Stars. And the music of this is coming. 2 stars one day discovered a light, the source, they shined. This day they found each other. Love's song, the dance began. And it's a nice little lullaby. And for those of you that have been holding your breath in my chapbooky thing, Yes or Now is starting to look like a layout. It's just a test thing. But the first poem in here is called Shame, and I'm done. A shame born of what became the non-transparency of consciousness, and yet a shame bleeds through from a seeming opaque veil of survival's ends, which cannot long deny the gift of dying time. As life is not a murder mystery at play, all the while you are so fortunate to be here, to be aware of the difference between death and always dying into the net of indivisible love. The book, the publishing company, the love I have for all of you. Thank you very much.
The net of indivisible love. Go ahead, CC. Keep going.
There's more news coming. I got something that I can't announce yet, but soon. There's some words from people that are not me I'm going to be putting out there. One is Kathleen Holzer, and I'll say that. And the name of that chapbook is going to be "I Don't Write Poetry and You Can't Make Me." The end.
Unmute yourself. Give it up and see your Chandra.
You're working hard, man. Woo.
Woo. Yes, indeed.
Go, man.
That's what it takes, right? Listen. It's important for you to put in the work, but it's also important for you to know how much your community loves the work that you put in. I know we all got ideas that we're cooking, right? That are on the back burner, right? I get that. We all do, right? But you need to know that what you're cooking on this front burner is smelling pretty tasty, right? It's got some salivation happening. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that. Look, it's happening. It's happening. It kind of looks like you know what? Every great idea started to look like something. right? Favorite one I like to use, WD-40. You know why it's called WD-40? Because the first 39 didn't work. Honestly, look it up yourself, folks. Don't just take my word for it. The only reason it's called WD-40 is because the first 39 formulas didn't work. So we could have had like a WD-37. You know what I'm saying? But we end up with a WD-40. Listen, CC, what you do, man, it comes from a place that it reminds me of, like, you know, in older movies like Sinbad and the Seven Voyages and whatnot. They were looking for the fountain of youth, right? And they would have this big elaborate voyage and they would get to this thing and it would be this whole oasis type thing. And I think you found that shit, man. Like I think you're like a lightweight Indiana Jones and shit. Like you found that shit, man. And like you just keep it to yourself in like a little island in San Tropez or something. Like like you really got it, man. Really, like your exuberance, it really is infectious, right? A light, the sorts they shine in two stars, right? Love songs, the dance began, like, and in shame, you said the non-transparency of consciousness, right? The gift of dying time. That's just sick, man. We all know, right? Time runs in one direction, baby. That's it. Make sure you plug in with CC, man. He's for real about what he does. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, Cat's been doing it longer than I even thought about it. So, shout out Warren Dixon. He wasn't able to continue, but he wanted to make sure that someone else got his time. So that's why we're getting to where we're getting. And that came from this incredible cat, the one and only Scott Pleasance, right? It's called Great Scott. We have a pleasant gesture. Make sure you are plugging in with Scott Pleasant. He is the poet laureate of Teaneck, New Jersey. So we are moving into the good luck round. Thank you for all the poets who rocked on the guaranteed list and has been rocking with us all this evening. Let's get to this good luck round. Coming up first, all the way on the West Coast. Thankful this cat has found his way back to us. The one and only Abraham Kimani in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you, man. Great to see you. Please take it away.
Thanks for having me. And you guys can find me on Instagram at The Righteous Poet, WRITEOUSPOET. And I got two not so long pieces. The first one is about those ugly ass Trump sneakers, if anybody's seen them lately. This one is called
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it, man. Talk about it. Let's go.
It's called Walking in Your Shoes. What will I have to lose by walking in your shoes? A mind that will be weaker, thinking your prize sneakers will trump the streets with gold, remove the cracks and potholes, smooth in poverty's rough edge, with every bold footstep taken to close the wealth gap by pulling myself up by your bootstraps. It will be to my financial detriment to support you, a former president, running again for a second term. So on this ground, I stand firm. Let my bare feet burn or freeze on this dirt-filled, unpaved concrete before I dare to wear your kicks, knowing that all of the profits will go toward your campaign and I will have nothing to gain by making you richer at the expense of all my common sense. First one. And this one is called One Race Under God. When people of all shades come together as one race, America will not be miserable because she will be indivisible. No longer having to suffer from the disease of hatred after looking beyond color to recognize the greatness of folks risking freedom and life for all Americans to unite as humans under one God in this growing melting pot. The day it finally comes to pass that justice for all will be served, pledging allegiance to her flag will not be foolishly observed. Then I will stand tall and proud, along with real patriots in the crowd, loudly singing America's praises for no longer being a racist in thought, word, and deed. The proof will be in her labor, living up to the Christian creed of loving on her fellow neighbor. And that's those pieces. Thank you guys very much.
Yo, that cat came to bring the heat this evening, right? Unmute yourself, give it up for Abraham. Good morning.
Thank you, Abraham. Love you.
Thank you.
Pisces
Love
brother.
y'all too.
That was wonderful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, he brought the two-piece, right? Brought the two-piece with him. Listen, man, I've been waiting for someone in our community to talk about that bullshiggery that came out in those golden sneakers. If The Wizard of Oz was written from a male perspective, first of all, what would his name be? And secondly, would those be his golden sneakers? I just don't understand the whole premise behind that. But you said a mind that would be weaker, right? Trump the streets with gold. You gonna close the wealth gap with that? Of course not. Pulling myself up by your bootstraps? I'd rather walk barefoot on the concrete in the dirt in the freezing weather before I dare to wear your kicks. I will have nothing to gain for making you richer. The second piece, you said America will not be miserable, she will be indivisible. If we realize that we're, one people under one God, yeah. Because this growing melting pot is bubbling, baby. Especially with global warming, it's bubbling, baby. It's about to boil over. Believe it. Singing America's praises, no longer being racist. Ugh. You asking a lot, sir. You're asking a lot. We'll see. Appreciate you, Abraham, for coming through, man, and wrecking shop as you always do. Make sure you're plugging in with Abraham Kamani. 2 poets left, folks. Coming up next, this gentleman has been rocking with us, hanging out with us. He doesn't always come through to rock. He comes through to share his energy. And you got to appreciate that. The one and only Garland Thompson in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you online. It is great to hear you. Please, take it away.
Thank you, Elemental. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, I got to mute my thing here. Thank you, Elemental, very much for doing this. You do an incredible job. Thank you so much. It's so much fun to be here. Thank you to RMT for everything you do. I mean, everything, not just here, but everything. So thank you so much. It's been just a thrill to be listening to everybody for so long. And thank you to everybody else who's been here. My God, just every week. That's why I keep coming back every week, because there's such great stuff. There's so much to listen to that I just listen, I mean, because that's what it's about, right? So, but I thought tonight I'd like to do this, and this piece is called Blow Bad Blues, and part of it was actually inspired by Miguel Algarín himself from a story he told me a number of years ago. So I'll let y'all see if you can figure out what part of it Miguel inspired. And there's another story to that story too, so that's a very interesting thing. But as anybody who knew Miguel knows, that was him. Anyway, Blow Bad Blues, Brother Latif. And this piece, Brother Latif refers to Yusef Latif, the wonderful musician and composer. Blow bad blues, Brother Latif. Blow mean bad blues with jump and swing and everything. Till the 2, till the 4, till the 6 a.m. sleepy time when the sunrise sits just over Earth's eyes, so languid on the horizon. Blow bad blues, Brother Latif. Blow mean bad blues the world has never heard before. Blow to the 4 corners of the earth and cover the sky with your horny sax sounds, swinging with the backbeat boogie-woogie of barroom brawls, Big Joe Turner and the working man drinking hard to ease the pain of being stepped on. Blow of brothel houses, abusive spouses, bloody crosses burning in the heat of the goddamn night. A blowing out a tire on the old Cadillac, damn it, not again. Flat City, halfway to the gig, on the run and caught somewhere between nowhere and nowhere at all. Blow bad blues, Brother Lateef. Blow mean bad blues of your hand sliding up her warm thigh. Making love to her like you make love to your sax. Sweet Sula Mama snaking hot tongue down to your medulla oblongata. Oh, baby, gotta go, I gotta go blow bad blues with Brother Lateef, blow mean bad blues. Sing lullabies to the memories of hot Havana nights, drinking wild Cubano rum, watching Fidel and Che taking back the banks and kicking out the mob. Ha! No mas traficante for Santos, boys, huh? And sweet Sula Mama shaking her hips not 2 feet from the band while Viva la Revolution raged just outside the door, her cheeks and muscles bulging with sweat and the sound of gunfire. The fabric covering her sweet Sula Mama curves stretched to impossible tightness. The shape is where it starts, man. That's what Brother Lateef says when he blows bad blues, when he blows mean bad blues and whispers, it's all in the telling. The sound that paints a picture is worth 1,000 words in the air and 10,000 notes on this here saxophone. He whispers this in my ear, then blows a G flat, stopping to smile big at me, who is listening to him blow mean bad blues. Blow, Brother Lateef, blow those blues. In my ear and out the door to the streets where we the people need them, where the sidewalks crack under the weight of the heavy-hearted whose hope is gone with the slash of a knife. Send them out with a voice pure enough to stop the fists that pound a woman's bare white flesh on crowded 6th Street and Avenue A and Eloisada, New York City's Lower East Side, as witnesses of all colors stand by cheering for more. Vaya, kill that honky! Lay those blues down hard to mend the broken of spirit, the lost and the forlorn, the tattered and the war-torn. And when you've comforted all of them, turn your blues to the one who looks into the mirror and calls himself me. Blow bad blues, Brother Lateef. Blow mean bad blues, and I'll meet you up past the chicken shack. A bottle of wine in my hand, my soul intact. We'll meet, we'll laugh, and we'll blow bad blues, Brother Lateef. Blow mean bad blues. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Y'all just catch that though? Unmute yourself, give it up for
Garland!
Garland,
Yeah.
always fangirling for you.
That was hot, man.
Damn, that is amazing.
Yeah,
Freaking
like
day.
that.
Ah,
Yeah.
amazing.
You got to cover Baba. You know, I could just imagine being in your living room when you're practicing this shit. You know, it's like the theater. You could sell tickets just to come to your living room.
Thank
And
you.
you're
Thank
quiet.
you, everyone.
The number of times that you have been here quiet, I just want to let everybody know we've missed a lot. And so I'm happy that you're stepping out. Thank you, Garland. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
That is just amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. And here we go. We finally get to hear from you. And now I'm sorry. I want to see a collab between Baba and Garland in the future. You know, that's just amazing. Wow.
Yo, what in the P-Funk, filth, floor, and filth did we just experience right there? Like, first of all, second, third of all, I was not expecting that to come out of your mouth. Listen. Listen. Blow Blow mean bad blues, Brother Garland. Them big bad mean blues, Brother Garland. Because I'm telling you, you embody that piece right there. Right? With jump and swing and everything, right? So liquid on the horizon, right? Drinking hard to ease the pain of being stepped on. Man, making love to her like you make love to your sax. No más Travigante. The shape is where it starts, man. It's all in the telling. How you know that line? Ha! Blow, Brother Lateef, blow. Where we the people need it. To mend the broken spirits. Blow the mean bad blues, Brother Lateef. And I'm telling you to blow the mean bad blues, Brother Garland, because that shit is seeping out of your pores, man. Ah, that's heavy. Appreciate you. Make sure you fall back through. A mainstay. Like I said, he rocks. Like Cece said, he rocks, right? He reminds me of another Doug Silver. He doesn't always rock. He doesn't have to. He just comes through to bring the energy. Appreciate you. But you're not getting away with doing that and not coming back with another poem? Nah. Nah. Looking forward to the next one. Appreciate you, man. Closing out the evening. I mentioned this poet earlier. Author of Some Days Here. This incredible poet makes room and space for so many other poets. If you don't know this poet, do yourself a favor. Make sure you are copying their Zoom name when they come up on the screen. The one and only Finn Bell in the building, who I like to call the daughter of Krypton. Listen, unmute yourself. Let these folks know where they can find all the incredible things that you do. It is always great to see you. Always great to hear you. Please close us out this evening.
Thank you so much, Elemental. You could find me places on social media. Boo, let's not talk about that. I am still living in the glow of going after Garland, who I'm massively fangirling on since I saw a full feature set of his. That's when I first met him a few weeks ago, and I'm still not over it. Yeah, so it's kind of like I'm chasing him here. Yeah, no joke. So happy International Women's Day to everybody. It's tomorrow. So just wanted to encourage you guys, please uplift women, please believe women, please listen to women. This poem I want to share is from Laurie Halsey Anderson, trigger warning for violent acts against women. It's called Forgiveness. Take your age. The first time a stranger touched your body with danger in his hands, evil-minded. But it's not usually a stranger, is it? Most times you think you know him, but not really. If it was your brother, your uncle, your grandfather, your dad who turned monster when he was alone with you, your teacher, priest, boss, date, best friend's brother, best friend's father, co-worker, president, housemate, professor, butcher, CEO, talent scout, lab partner, dentist, photographer, bus driver, clown, band director, coach, pastor, scout leader, congressman, youth pastor, lawyer, mentor, regional manager, neighbor, conductor, committee chair, rabbi, hero, therapist, ski instructor, pediatrician, the dad of your kids that you babysat, who volunteered to drive you home, the boy you were falling in love with, the dude in your fantasy soccer league who turned into a monster when he was alone with your body. Are you still doing the math? Raise your number to the power of 3 exponentially, increasing the impact of his shackling hands because you still feel them. The exits were blocked. So you wisely fled your skin when you smelled his intent like a sulky. You shed your pelt and hid in the smoke without breathing. Multiply your number by the number of years or months or days, maybe hours before you spoke up about the molestation. Fondling, forcible touching, being chased to the door, promised the part offered to a higher grade, had your career threatened, your kids threatened, manhandled against the wall, on the couch, the floor, the ground, the desk, dirty words, spit in your hair, the twisting of your arm, because he can't come until you cry. Now, multiply that number by the number of times you endured being harassed, hit on, talked down to, catcalled, gossiped about, called a prude, slut-shamed, roofied, spied on through the window, grabbed on a train, or had another loser show you his dick in the park, or on the bus, or in a pic sent to you unasked for. Study that number. And no matter what it is, forgive yourself, because no, my friend, you are not overreacting. Not one bit.
You know, there is nothing in the world like the strength of a woman. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Finn.
Oh, for every
Hey,
woman.
Finn.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, Finn.
Thank you.
Powerful piece. We needed to hear that. Thank you, Finn. That's some.
Thank you, Finn, for all you do. That was really beautiful. And you read it like you wrote it almost. I mean, the courage it was written in is the voice you read it with and gave that echo. And that's one beautiful thing we could do. And what an honor. What a beautiful thing to keep that voice alive and never silenced.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the most muscular delivery I've enjoyed hearing you engage in. You could just feel how you had invested the weight of your soul in pronouncing those words. It was truly wonderful.
You read it like you experience it.
So, yeah. Only if you actually believe it can you put yourself in that space. If you've experienced it, then you can put yourself in that space, and then it comes off exactly like your community members just said, like you wrote it. Personally, I've never heard that poem. So for me, it's a Finn Bell poem after the artist who wrote it. However, what the energy that I just received, that's a Finn Bell poem. Lori Halsey Anderson. Yes. Forgiveness. What does forgiveness sound like? What does it even taste like? You know, your dad turned monster. The boy you were falling in love with turned into a monster when he was alone with your body. You wisely fled your skin. Dirty words spit in your hair. Like, you know, I want to just echo the positive aspect of what Women's History Month is about. And all of these things that women have endured, right? Women are under attack. I don't even know why. Honestly, y'all, I don't even know why women are under attack right now, but they are, right? Their rights, right? Their voices are under a microscope. And I'm trying to figure out, what was it? What was that spark that made women be, you're the enemy now, right? I'm a fan of music, right? So two things. Ooh, hold on. I want to get to that because we're going to go into the cipher shortly after we finish. I want to know what that symbol was about. I really do. So please hang on. What I know of music, right? Brother James Brown said, this is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you think you know. I know it's true. I would like to thank every single poet who touched the mic this evening, every single artist, every single musician who strummed a key or drummed a beat this evening. You are magnificent. You just, I don't know if you know, I don't know if anyone's told you lately, but I love you. You're incredible. Your artistry makes a difference in this world and the future. Make sure you are plugging in with everything the Nuyorican has got going on. Don't listen to the craziness, folks. Know what you know. Believe what you believe, right? Haters are everywhere. They come in shapes and all shapes and sizes. No matter what you believe or what you don't believe, doesn't matter. Believe in what you know to be fact. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I look forward to rocking with y'all each and every week. As I mentioned, we're going to have a cipher right after. But this is how we're going to end the night this evening, y'all. Until we meet again, may this energy we conjured this evening supercharge the rest of your week. Take this power, inspire others, energize creativity as we all hope to do through the spirit of Miguel Agarin. Your voice is appreciated, necessary, and always valuable in this space. Thank you for sharing it with us. On behalf of the greatest community in the world, it has truly been a pleasure spending Thursday night with y'all. Until we meet again, peace.